Good morning, deck night fans. It's another morning, not on the deck, driving to Kentucky again. This time we're headed up to Frankfurt, Bourbon on the base. But it's Friday morning. Before we do that, we're going to go meet up with Tom Morrow and a bunch of other YouTubers at Whiskey Thief. What's going to happen? I have no idea.
Just there for that.
Probably, I'm imagining it's going to involve tasting some whiskey.
Let's see how my name goes. It's supposed to be called Bourbon Whiskey today from. We're a little late, so we're going to be drinking at 11.
I don't know. I have no idea what the plan is when we get there. But I know we do Whiskey Thief, and then we got the afternoon's open, and then we eat that tonight. It's whiskey again.
So everybody, give us a like, pray, and I behave.
All right, stick around, see how this weekend goes with us, and keep sipping.
Always.
Snuck up on me.
Real quick before we get into this, I wanted to say we videoed this drive down just so everybody can see what it's like. It's not like many other distilleries, usually just pour right up and right there, but this one's a pretty good haul. Our driving the Camaro was kind of rough, so not saying you have to drive something that's not low to the ground, but it'd be better if you didn't. And we did mention that quick zoom in there was, this place is packed. We came here a few years ago and the Three Boys, it was not this busy. They have blown up in the whiskey world. This is one of the craft distilleries that I think is going to make it. If you guys have never had Whiskey Thief, you should take a chance to go out there and give them a go. It's really good shit, and it was really entertaining. They did a great job.
All right, we're at Whiskey Thief, and this is their barrel house. And when we came here years two ago, when it was Three Boys, that was not here. And you still got to drive from back there all the way up there, down that road, which you saw earlier. Come on, camera, keep up. All the way down this road, right here, to the place. And then, like I said, that's the bar.
If I had one complaint about this place, it'd be their bathrooms. They're only porta potties. They're clean, but they're still only porta potties.
And that's the tasting barn where you thief at. We're gonna walk in there and have a look. And there's Charles, that bourbon dude.
Hey y'all, what's up?
Look, and there's a big greasy-headed mullet man, Dave.
All right, guys, this is the tasting area. They have two different setups where they have 5 barrels laid out for people to taste and pick and bottle their own straight from the thief, unlike Buffalo Trace, who says it, but they don't actually do it. It's a very small place. They have these old fermenters here. Actually, no, they're old. They just look old. And this is it. This is everything. Besides our warehouse barn, this is where all the action happens.
It's where you get to do the thieving. You get to thief your own bottle. Taste them all, bottle them all. It's pretty cool. Little sit-around area for some fire and tables and just hangouts. Pretty cool little thing they've created here. Not too big. Got a place for people to play their jams for you. It's definitely picked up since the last time we were here. It's a nice, intimate facility. Not too crazy. And you've already seen the whole thing. But there'll be more in a little bit with the event we're going to do here with Tom Morrow.
The experience is about to begin, but I threw these pictures in there because the young lady in the picture with us, Hannah, she's our tour guide. She got started and I wasn't ready, so I needed to throw this in there to explain to you who she was and why I didn't catch the beginning.
100 and 108. So that's why that one's coming out at like that 92 proof. Everything else is going to be 109 to 106 to 116. The tool that they're using is called a Whiskey Thief. That's where we get our name from. If you've never tasted directly from the barrel. You will notice the char sediment in your glass at different points. Again, that's just from the bourbon coming right out of the barrel. It's not going to hurt you.
These are the mash bills of the 5 barrels that we chose from at the end of the tour and take home with us.
So how is it? And don't lie because Hannah's standing here.
Yeah, don't lie.
It's fantastic.
It's got a little bit of heat on it.
It's the weeded one, right?
It's the wheat one, yes, sir. Hello. This is David. He'll be our tour guide today. Oh, David is lovely.
Nice to meet you.
Yep, this is Ranger too. He doesn't leave aside, so. I was watching that. I love it.
I need me a good dog, but someone won't let me have one.
There's a lot of responsibility.
Give me a cow, something like that.
A cow.
Because you can leave them in the field and forget about them.
He's gonna bring him, but
They feed themselves.
They do.
Like, I like. You just get to look at it.
I can go pet you when I want.
I like that.
He is a good dog.
Joyce.
Dave's got a little wiener.
That's good timing. Good timing.
I worked 13 years at Buffalo Trace, so it was fun for me to call my pals. You open up Bourbon magazine, like that, however you open it, and it had George T. Stagwell, so familiar names, and whiskey. So we got double gold out there. So you guys have been to distilleries. Who was the one that has never been to distilleries?
Oh, I've been to distilleries, but I've
Never been to one this size.
What's that?
Never been to one this big.
This big? So we're little. This is a craft distillery.
Some guy's house.
Yeah. So,
That's a moonshine.
so we're a craft distillery. Our output here is right around 800 barrels a year. Okay. Putting that in kind of proportion. Like I said, I worked at Buffalo Trace. They make spectacular product. It's just a different approach to life.
Yeah.
So we're running a batch still. So it's just a pot still. She holds 650 gallons. They're running continuous flow columns. So they're 7 feet in diameter, 40 feet tall, 60,000 gallon capacity. They can crank 1,200 barrels per still per day. They have 2 of them. So essentially they're tripling our yearly output on a Wednesday. Okay, so this is not a competitive sport. Okay, it's a different approach to life. So, I mean, I got probably 400 hours worth of totally useless stuff. But let me do a real quick primer on how this works. So whiskey by definition has to be grain, has to be fermented, distilled, go into a bottle 80 proof or higher. If you think about like with wine, you have wine as the overcarriage. Underneath that you'll have Cab, Cabernet, Merlot, Pinot Grigio, whatever you're doing. For us, it's going to be whiskey over the top. Then underneath that will be Scotch whiskey, Irish whiskey, bourbon, rye, that sort of thing. All right, so it's a subset. People like to make it way more complex than it is. They've been doing this stuff for thousands of years. There are only 3 ingredients for every whiskey on the planet. Okay, you have grain, you have yeast, you have water. Everything else is messing with it. Bourbon's American. One thing we do better in this country than anywhere else in the world is regulate. Okay? So there are more little laws that apply to American whiskeys, but it doesn't change how it's made. Right? And so if you think of bourbon's, like I said, made like any other alcoholic beverage or bread, grain, yeast, water. Same thing happens. If you take grains, you grind them up because little things cook faster, right? Cook them, that just glutenizes starches, cool it down, put it in a pot, add yeast. Yeast is an organism. You get basically 4 things off that. You'll get lots more yeast, heat, carbon dioxide, most importantly for us, alcohol. Okay? If you're making bread, you can watch it work, right? You put yeast in a wad of dough, kind of a glutinous mass, carbon dioxide's the leavening, the bubbles. The loaf is going to proof. It'll get warm. That's what happens in a fermenter. Okay, it's just juicy. And the problem with bread is baking because you cook off alcohol, which is the travesty of bread. Okay, all we're doing here is reprioritizing. Okay, we keep alcohol, we let carbon dioxide wander off. So functionally what we're making is beer. Our beer is awful. It's lumpy and it tastes bad, but it's beer because it's fermented grain. That's what goes through a still. Distillation's just separating stuff from kind of a homogeneous goop. You can't get in with a fork, but you can do it based on different boiling points of the stuff inside. So water is going to boil at 212 at sea level, right? Ethanol, which is your target, 173.1. So it's coming off at a lower temp, and it comes off in order. Think of showers. You get steam going. So we run that steam through copper. Copper is going to do a couple of things, but the big one right off the bat is heat transfer. It takes it back into a liquid. Sort of like if you're in a shower, you get steam going, steam hits a mirror or a bathroom window, your distillate's water. For us, magic. That's whiskey. Distilled beer is whiskey. So if you're a beer drinker, you're just kind of impatient. Okay? And if your sugar source is fruit, ferment fruit, you get wine, distilled wine's brandy. Same principle behind that. So you take the clear liquid, the clear whiskey, you put it in the burned barrel. Alcohol is the second most regulated product in the country, right behind pharmaceuticals. So for us, everything, 1964, this is squirrel. All of a sudden I'm just feeling myself do this. 1964, Congress they were concerned that Scotch whiskey was selling really well, okay? And we didn't have a product to compete. And we couldn't make Scotch in this country. So they declared bourbon to be the native spirit of the U.S. They wrote this thing called the Standards of Identity Act 1964. It's an awful read. Their CFRs, Codified Federal Regs, 27 CFR subsection 22.5 A through L. It does nothing. It does not explain anything. It just tells you why it's not Scotch. For us, this is made kind of with love. This is, think industrial production versus alchemy. We're alchemists here. Everything we do here is single batch, so it's one fermenter. 1,200 gallons. Yield on that now is about 8 barrels.
Which is huge.
Which is huge.
We were getting 3 to 4 previously.
Yeah. So this is kind of cool. That it just makes me feel happy. But you cannot make 2 barrels the same. So the way it works is you take the clear liquid, you put it in a burn barrel. Law calls it virgin charred oak container, single use, made out of oak, set on fire. It's a burn barrel. 53 gallons, 200 liters goes in, and then you stick it into a warehouse. Okay? Heat of the summer, warmth of the expanse of air, and that just pressurizes your barrel to run maybe a kilo. 2.3, 2.5 pounds positive, and that stick out here, good. That'll shove it into the wood. Okay? See the red line? Remember I said this is easy. You know what they call that? The red line. Yes, that's exactly what it is. Cool of the night, change of the season, barometric pressure drops. You're going to get a temperature pressure gradient change. You pull a vacuum, you're going to suck it back out. So think of this more in terms of like a tea bag. What you're drinking is whiskey tea. We just make it real slow. You'll get 60 to 80% flavor and nose directly from the barrel, 100% of the color. So flavors are modified primarily by how deeply it goes into the wood, frequency, how long you hold it, and most critically for us, individual barrels. You cannot make 2 barrels the same, okay? Different trees. And for us, that's what we celebrate. So everything here is kind of like the way the good Lord intended whiskey to be consumed. It is uncut. It is single batch, single barrel, uncut, unfiltered. So when you get your samples, you might see little floaties. We tend to call that a Kentucky snow globe. It's not going to hurt you. But every barrel, there are no 2 barrels in here that taste the same. If you're looking for consistency, there's a real comfort in going into a liquor store, seeing a bottle that you know, and saying, I like it or I don't, based on history or recommendations or whatever. But that's a big reason why we're not distributed. Because if you saw a bottle of ours, you'd have no earthly idea what it tastes like. We don't make any 2 the same. So one of the things that we are doing that's just incredible is it's single batch. Every barrel in here tastes totally different. Think of it like tea bags. Think Lipton versus Oolong versus Darjeeling versus Earl Grey.
You know way too much about tea.
What's that?
You know way too much about tea.
I like tea, so I've got them in there. I was just trying to think of other ones in there. But each one of those will taste different. So the same cooper, the same person building barrels, can build 2 barrels, same pile of wood, same day, set them on fire the same length of time, run them off the same run on Nadine, stick them side by each, pull them on the same day, taste them, they will taste differently. That's what we embrace. There is no repetition. You will never taste this again, which is cool.
We're going to open up a couple of barrels and taste some bourbon back here too.
Doors hammer.
We'll be out. So these are barrel pick bottles that we've done. So something with our barrel picks is we offer the ability to do a completely customized front label. So that's what you're seeing here. So this building we built back in 2023. So we've been storing in here for the last 2 years now. Before we were storing in here, we had shipping containers up and over the hills. If you look at these 2 barrels, those barrels were in those shipping containers. When you would open them up, it was like a pour. It was so. It was from the amount of pressure that was in the containers. When you opened it up, it was just like a big it was just a lot of critters. It was cobwebs.
I guarantee you, we're getting a lot of
But Cassius Clay was an abolitionist here in Kentucky, and that is actually who Muhammad Ali is named after before he went through his name change. But that is the oldest stuff that we distilled here, actually. So we just turned 13 like 2 weeks ago. So we are one of the oldest craft distilleries, and this is the stuff that we have distilled. It's all between 7 and 12 years old, something like that. So that would never be released under Whiskey Thief. That was just on a contract distillation here. It would be released under Cassius Clay. Back here I have a setup. This is where I do all the barrel picks. Again, that's what I get to do with Whiskey Thief. You'll see bottles over here. We offer custom bottling, custom labeling. So you'll see some really cool logos on that. But I figured that we can open up a couple barrels back here, try some. If somebody wants to open the barrel, I'll walk you through how to do it. We are going to we'll taste 3 over here. We'll taste 3 barrels over here. I was going to do 2, but we'll do 3. We have this location here, this is our main distillery.
Yeah,
But
honey
we
for
opened
that.
a tasting room in downtown Louisville.
Do they want honey?
Last October. It has really turned into more of a listening and tasting.
Lots of honey.
So every Thursday night we do jazz with our house jazz band that plays. However, Bill Frisell is an international jazz artist, and he came in last night and played a set at our Louisville location, which was really cool. But it just, I'm pouring my glass now. I'm pouring yours.
What do you think, Dave? What do you think?
That's right.
There you go. At least you're not shy. Put me down. Yeah, so we'll just call this one number 1. So we're mainly hiring for bartenders and barrel tenders, so basically just keeping the barrels. And we got this one from that, and then
Hopefully your bun home.
What'd you say?
Talking about my bunghole bubble.
You talking about my bunghole again?
Come on around.
Did it
This
do
one right here.
it?
So,
Yeah, I guess so.
we'll go straight to that hole. We're gonna slide it down.
Guessing that.
Hammer it. Yep. Now twist it.
I missed it.
Pull straight up. Hey, there you go.
Not a competition, but he won.
Was that a one-pull wonder?
Yeah.
So we'll call this one number 2.
Paint thinner.
Dave, how many visits is this for you?
This smells like paint thinner.
Really?
Should have got.
I thought it was a little bit more than that, to be honest.
Yeah, I feel like I live here sometimes.
I mean, well, I guess I've been with you at least on your last 3
Yeah.
for the pick and pick up.
You ready to hire him?
Yes.
I'm being hired.
Walking billboard.
I just don't get paid. I'm actually on the real estate side. So nobody posts anything.
Not today, at least.
He's not drinking bourbon?
You would think so.
Yeah, that's my main goal.
So those 3, I did a shitty job of videoing the 3 tastings, but Dave,
Long story short, the bourbon tasted like a rye, hardcore, and the rye tasted like a bourbon because it was the 60-35 like our pick, which was fantastic.
so we did 1, 2, and 3, and I love the 3rd one.
which was the same as that picture.
Yeah, it was.
That
That
mountain.
fucking pick was amazing, and that bottle was amazing.
That 60-35 malted dry.
Yeah, it was awesome. So we did the 3 barrels, 1, 2, and 3. I didn't do a very good job videoing them, but I liked 1 and not 2, and 3 was the best.
3 was
So what do you think of the 3?
1 was awful, 2 was okay, and then you had 3 in it. Didn't even matter anymore.
Yeah,
Because
and
I'm savoring number 3.
and 3 was
Can't get
a
any more.
3 was a rye, just like the Smoky Mountain Barrel Pick rye. That's obviously different because they're single barrels, but it was amazing. I loved it.
It was so good.
Smoking hair, jewelry, or whatever you put in your mouth.
Goat's pissing.
I'm milking the goat.
Come on.
I just milked the goat.
I saw that. Got it on video too.
That's going on there too, isn't it?
All right, guys, at this point, the tour's kind of over, but they got these 5 barrels that we're all going to choose from. Give them all a taste. It's really cool. We've already tasted 3 barrels. We're going to choose these 5, and we're going to think they're going to give us a bottle to take home for free. I don't know if it's free or not, but we didn't pay for it. I'm assuming that Tom Morrow from LUB Heritage Distilling Company picked up the tab on that, or they worked something out between the 2 distillers. I don't know. I just know that if it wasn't for Tom standing there in the pink shirt, that we wouldn't be doing this, and we really appreciate what he set up for us before Bourbon on the Bank. It was a wonderful experience. Tour guides can make all the difference. Dave and Hannah did an excellent job, and you guys should go see them. Go up to Whiskey Thief. You will enjoy it. You will have a good time, and you will definitely love the whiskey.
Totally missed all that because Dave was fucking off on my camera. Hey,
His mullet was.
Dave, do not support Dave.
I'm not supporting Dave. I'm supporting the mullet that's growing behind him.
That big greasy ass mullet.
Yeah, greasy bitch.
He rode all the way from Knoxville with that thing out the window. Look at it blowing back in. It's like a flag. It's like the New Zealand flag. It's crazy.
You can tell I'm a media.
Look at that. That's a big fucking point.
That was beautiful.
You finally learned how to use it instead of having to use your mouth.
Well, I've got my own.
I know.
Yeah, well, as I said, I'm paying attention. I'm trying to see between the lines. I'm focused. She's like that.
All right, perfect. So let it sit down there for about 10 seconds.
BPA down.
No, you're fine. Then grab it however's easiest for you, whether it's like this, whether it's like this. Keeping as much pressure on that as possible.
Yes,
So Amy, just like everybody else, overfilled the bottle because you got to have room for cork. So they was just having people pour it in their glasses because it's not, I think, against the rules, and they are definitely not allowed to let you drink out of the bottle. But you know, Amy, she's gonna do what Amy's gonna do, and there she goes. Of course, that's 1/2 of bourbon and balls right there, and he did the same thing. Got a video of it, but they told me I couldn't post it. So I'm not going to. It ain't gonna hurt to show him to do just a little tiny swig. So that's what we did. Amy's talking to this guy here about the different ones. He was a really cool dude too. This is the process they're labeling it. It's just like the regular labels they would put on any bottle, and they're putting the mash bill and stuff on it. It's a great process, guys. The whole thing we do here is just a really good experience. It's so much different than any other place. Again, you should go check them out.
So have you tried all 4 of these? Five of these?
I would think so.
So besides 4 and 5, 1, 2, and 3, what would you pick?
Besides 4 and 5?
Yeah, take 4 and 5 out of
I'd
it.
take 3 because I bought 3 last week.
Okay.
Yeah, because
I didn't compare them.
when we opened it, I tasted cherry cordial right out of it.
So I'm trying 1 and 3 again to decide which one I want.
See, for my entire 3-year contract, they told me I had to stop doing that. Yeah, and then you bring your ladder.
Try that.
I'll be back. Hold on.
Let me get it with you.
First one, Miles. Okay.
It's funky.
Who's that girl?
Don't get the weighted. Don't get the weighted. It's just funky.
So 1 and 3. 1 is wheated, 3 is a 4-year bourbon. It's 24% rye.
And weighted is very, very, very funky.
Yeah. So we're gonna get to it.
Being a pain in the ass. What were you asking for? Something that doesn't exist.
It's because I got one at home that has a thumb ring on it from this place. But it was 3 bucks.
Don't just let anybody in here, huh?
What's up, dude?
Sir?
I'll see you there. For a short time. I'll be running around.
That's a good pour. That was a good one.
Solid.
Solid.
Shaking it. Giving it a good jiggle. Wow. Oh, damn it. It's too much. In my pocket.
I think they're gonna kiss.
In your pocket, you're gonna have to put a screw top on it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I guess so.
Come out. But that's what these are. Is pocket bars. Barrel 3, right?
That's what I picked up. I didn't pay attention when I was sitting there.
Oh, you did?
So I went over to change off.
All right. Well, as long as you've already tasted them. Yes. She's buying across the way. You don't want that shrink wrap.
Fucking shit up, man. This is the way I roll. I can never, no patience. I don't wait. Just that's why I got friends like Charles and Dave to make sure that I do things the right way instead of just my way, which is usually fucking wrong. But I got number 3 over there. It's 111.5 proof. It's rye, bourbon, 24% rye. Pretty good stuff. I enjoyed it. This man right here said that it was a good one I should go with. And I let Dave pick between the 2 that I liked, and Dave and Amy said 3, so I went with 3.
I liked it so much I actually bought a bottle of this myself last week.
So can't go wrong with that, because you guys all know I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, and I don't pick shit that's good. Nobody agrees with me, so I went with everybody else's choice.
All right, guys. Thanks again to Tom Morrow and Ella up to Heritage Distilling for setting this up. Thank you to Whiskey Thief, Hannah, and Dave for giving us a great experience. Thanks for Dave for hanging out with us. We had a wonderful time. It was a great day. It was a great beginning of this Bourbon on the Banks weekend. Now, with that said, guys, I know the audio on this wasn't great. It was just a lot of noise, a lot of echoing off those tin buildings and stuff. So I did the best I could to back off some of that noise or to focus on particular voices, but there's only so much you can do. And lastly, we want to appreciate all of our members, all of our subscribers, and anybody who's watching. We are still trying to get our lives back together after our hacking. Soon we'll be on it. We're going to have some more videos from this weekend coming out, and hopefully have some new videos coming out soon, and a member video welcoming our newest members and all of our current members. You guys are the greatest. Thank you all for making this happen. We'll catch y'all next time, and watch for those live streams coming out, guys, and keep sipping.